Well, with things slowly getting back to normal here in New Mexico, I felt like it was time for a return to the DIY projects. So check out my fake tile backsplash done completely with paint. If you follow me on social media, you know I've been working on the laundry room. I painted these orange 90s oak cabinets and changed out the hardware. A high gloss black paint and aged brass handles for the win. Next up, a fake tile backsplash. So I bought this stencil to look like an encaustic cement tile is what it's called on Amazon, 13 bucks. Then I realized my walls in the laundry room are really textured, which means the paint would probably bleed right under this. So I wanted it to be sticky, and that is where my homie at Hammer Stain comes in. I had her make me a sticky stencil. Let's see how it works. First, you need to smooth and press the layers of the stencil together, and here's why. When you peel off the backing, you want it to be stuck to the other layer. Okay, we've got to take this to the laundry room. Rhonda at Hammer Stain made this stencil for my specific wall dimensions. This meant I only had to do minimal freehand for the sides. I placed it centered on the wall, making sure it's level, then more smoothing and more pressing before we peel off the top layer. Smoothing from the center down so that any air bubbles or wrinkles get smoothed out. Time to peel. Slow and steady wins the race on this. If you peel too quickly, it could rip the stencil. After that, smooth it all down again. Then I painted a light coat of the existing wall color to seal that stencil even more. This should prevent the dark paint from bleeding underneath. And now it's time for that black paint. I used chalkboard paint because I already had it on hand, and it's more forgiving than a high gloss. So what we're gonna do is get our roller evenly coated all the way around. Roll off a ton of that. And then we're gonna roll off even more. This is like a triple, quadruple layered shop towel. We want it to be like almost no paint, very lightly. I used a cheap foam brush to get the edges. Remember, stipple with that, don't sweep. 2 light coats of the black chalk paint. The other trick is to peel it off while the paint's still wet. Say a prayer, Jesse, say a prayer. It's so good. I did some touch-ups with a small paintbrush, but didn't have to do too much. With the stencil that isn't sticky, I would have had to touch up the whole thing. So Hammer Stain ABQ is the business where you can get those stencils, those tile stencils from her. They're very affordable, just about 6 to 10 cents a square inch. And she has several designs to choose from. We're going to put her information up on this story at KOB.com.
I love the way that came out. That's so cool. And how much would that cost somebody to do?
I mean, I had the paint on hand, so the stencil cost me 30 bucks.
Yeah, looks professional to me.
Yeah.
And Danielle, that reminds me, we have to have you over more often to the house. You know, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'll bring you the stencil.
Yeah, go shoot some of your DIY segments at Eddie's house. That's where he wants to.